His Excellency, George Weah, President of Liberia. Our board noted that His Excellency's victory as the African Political Leader of the Year 2023 is a testament to his contributions to promoting peace, African culture and development, youth and sports development, and advancing Africa's agenda globally. It is also a recognition of his critical role in the infrastructural and socio-economic development of his country as well as his people-friendly policies. He has continued to advocate for peace and free and fair elections in the ECOWAS sub-region, and this was demonstrated by a show of statesmanship and iconic posturing by accepting electoral loss and congratulating the winner. While he arguably had options as a sitting president, he chose the path of honor, peace, and the defense of democracy. His emergence reaffirms our position that he has remained one of the continent's leading light, as he had continued to demonstrate great faith in the African project, promoting African dignity and helping to change the negative narratives about the continent.
Before we could become journalists today, we are citizens. If there is no way that our country is safe, we cannot practice in our respective professions. When we are at war, pastors will not be respected to go to church to preach. When we are at war, medical doctors will not be able to go to hospitals except on a coercion or sanitary condition. When we are at war, lawyers will not be able to go to court to practice. That's why when you see these things happening, whether you are a lawyer, whether you are working a profession, you got to step down and protect your country so that that country will provide an avenue for you to be the kind of person that you want to be. And that's where we are now. What happened on yesterday was wrong. It's still wrong. And no matter what it is wrong. We are seeing things happen in this country and people are now seeing it as being right because their SAR is there. And these are things that we got to be stand up. To be a patriot, you have to stand first on the side of the law because the politicians will go away. The regime will pass away. But your country will stay. The law will stay. Your patriotism vow will continue to stay on. And these are things that we got to stand up for. It doesn't matter how people feel, what kind of side you want to be on. We just got to speak to the truth, and that is very much important.
I see in the next few months a nicer country, a very noisy country, rowdy country, a heavily divided country, a very tough economy, a sense of elitism by those who are coming at the hem of authority. The coming in of the Unity Party is going to multiply the economic woes, the economic conundrum, the economic quagmire, the suffering of the Liberian people is going to multiply. We are not prophets of doom, but the reality will come.
And why we should go through this rigorous, chaotic, demoralizing, and inexplicable situation after much cogitation on this clandestine and surreptitious, furtive. He said, and I quote, "I am not a magician. Forgetting words are like egg. Once broken, they are gone. Once spoken, they remain indelible in the heart of man." Come to think of it, do they have the powers, the spiritualism, the abracadabra, the voodoo to perform the magic, and as well transmogrifically transmute and transfigurate this ugly, debilitating, and exasperating situation? I saw it. The locution, "I am not a magician," in its jocularity in quote 1. 2, the uncircumscribed bluster and in a vituperative ululation. I saw it in their hocus pocus explicandum, explication, elucidation, where we thought the shibboleth was a travesty and a parody to lampoon the masses expected a limousinary from the government. After the miserly, the niggardly, the chasapering, the penurious, and the parsimonious, that I will say and remind us at this point in time that this is democracy. The government of the people, by the people, and for the people. Not oligarchy, plutocracy, and aristocracy. The catchword, the byword, the shibboleth, the locution, the conversion, the paroxysm, the spasm are counterintuitively excruciating, malodorous, horrendous, odoriferous, and odorous. But I pray that is so much acclimatized transmogrification, is so much acclimatized transmutation. It's not an act of sarcasm. Could it be that we are heading for better days? Could it be the political Moses that will take us to the promised land? Only on this note will I koto in their poho, or else I will not koto in their poho. This is erotic, vivacious. This is voluptuous. Who is this clamorously glamorous and a felicitous latitudinaria? Could she be a Vigo in Tata or a Tyro? Immaculately, a corroboration of a captivating and a charming. Oh my God! This is sonorous, salubrious, and a revivalistic resonance. Let's make this moment reactivationistic, tenacious, and agglutinative. Pardon my manners, I am not a twaddler, but a logomaniac, a sesquipedalian, a rooting tooting, benevolent and not malevolent, a prodigy, a coruscate, an enigma, a virtuoso who doesn't believe in the male chauvinism, and I reside in a collocation of the intellectual bulldozers, not mediocres. I am not into malebranchism. I am only here to stir up your emotional rococo and scare away the yobos for me to fall into lustration with this voluptuous, erotic, and vivacious inamorato. Never mind, I unleash my grandiloquence and vocabularies in chain, like the organic molecules, reminding you of the movement of your slowpogans in the days of the Alaquata Main. What? My amorousness, gregariosity, avariciousness, and cupidity has led me into the transcendental and transformation of this inoculated concupiscence, where I saw my consanguinity's advice has been vituperative, contumelous, and contumacious. Oh, what an irreparable relegation. Oh, yes. No, it reminds me of the biblical Eloi, Eloi, Lama Sabachthani and the musical Emi Demi Semi Quaver. Oh, could it be melodramatic? Could it be mendacious, meretricious, rather veracious? Now I'm in a limbo and quandary. What an emotional perturbation. What a petulant and venomous egoistic deflection. I thought I have found my Val. Oh, now I have to koto in this poho. I must koto in this poho. It is appalling. That is the reason I've been in a compendious, laconic lacuna, not a recapitulation. But let me tell you this, that it is legal. This is sardonic, opprobrious, malevolent, contumelious, erroneous, lugubrious, and exasperating. What a political baloney. What a political ballyhoo. What a political bunkum. Balderdash and hogwash. At this point, I will borrow the words of the great sesquipedalian, logomanian, that it is crystal clear, like the biblical mene teke you foresee, that this administration has no blueprint on socio-economic matters. But I will advise you to tell Mr. President that following his antecedent and pedigree, we know him, he can do better. Tell him to do better. But at this point, we will not koto in their poho. Today, what we get in return, what we get in appreciation is the colossal, gargantua, high cost of living. What an opprobrium, what an odium, what an ignominious memento. That even at the barbituration of the so much acclimatized by a scrupulous, fastidious, puritanica, boisterous, energetic, and a routine tooting, but today for party affiliation, sentiments, for political somnambulism and malocclusion, he has chosen to remain close-mouthed, reticent, taciturn, uncommunicative, and unforthcoming, meaning he has kotoed in their poho. That is what you get when the hobo, pejoratively hobnobs with the hobgoblin, have been bamboozled, razzle-dazzled, razzmatazz politically. Where I said he was supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious is a way of saying the president was fantastic. But his political enemies said he was suffering from what I describe as new mono ultra microscopic silicovolcanoconiosis is a word that is supposed to be called silicosis, meaning a lung disease. But in search for the longest word in the dictionary, they pep it up to become a 45-letter word, which is pneumono ultra microscopic silicovolcanoconiosis.
Before we could become journalists today, we are citizens. If there is no way that our country is safe, we cannot practice in our respective professions. When we are at war, pastors will not be respected to go to church to preach. When we are at war, medical doctors will not be able to go to hospitals except on a coercion or sanitary condition. When we are at war, lawyers will not be able to go to court to practice. That's why when you see these things happening, whether you are a lawyer, whether you are working a profession, you got to step down and protect your country so that that country will provide an avenue for you to be the kind of person that you want to be. And that's where we are now. What happened on yesterday was wrong. It's still wrong. And no matter what it is wrong. We are seeing things happening in this country, and people are now seeing it as being right because the Asa is there. And these are things that we got to be stand up. To be a patriot, you have to stand first on the side of the law, because the politicians will go away. The regime will pass away, but your country will stay. The law will stay. Your patriotism vow will continue to stay on. And these are things that we got to stand up for. It doesn't matter how people feel, what kind of side you want to be on. We just got to speak to the truth, and that is very much important.
His Excellency, George Weah, President of Liberia. Our board noted that His Excellency's victory as the African Political Leader of the Year 2023 is a testament to his contributions to promoting peace, African culture and development, youth and sports development, and advancing Africa's agenda globally. It is also a recognition of his critical role in the infrastructural and socio-economic development of his country, as well as his people-friendly policies. He has continued to advocate for peace and free and fair elections in the ECOWAS sub-region, and this was demonstrated by a show of statesmanship and iconic posturing by accepting electoral loss and congratulating the winner. While he arguably had options as a sitting president, he chose the path of honor, peace, and the defense of democracy. His emergence reaffirms our position that he has remained one of the continent's leading light, as he had continued to demonstrate great faith in the African project, promoting African dignity and helping to change the negative narratives about the continent.
Good afternoon. Thank you that you join us for the show, Real Talk, that you place us on your itinerary, your Friday itinerary. Thank you. We appreciate it because you are so massive, so extraordinary. You are the one for whom we make this sacrifice. Again, another day. Today is the 26th day of December 2025, the reign of Judah Christopher. Good day it is, the weekend. They say jolly, jolly weekend. I'm Sam Andrews. As always, Sam Andrews. Grateful we are to the Creator. His name will forever be praised, always be praised, because He is the good God. He is the God who keeps watch, the God who provides, the God who protects, the God who goes ahead institutionally and individually, the God who at all times unconditionally unveils himself, that God that kept watch over us. We're grateful. It's another day. Thank you for coming on. We appreciate all of you great people. Benson, Dario Victor, Emmanuel Queer, David Town, Augustine Bien, Dupont Road, Roland Toll, Patrick Factory, Fred Pega, 11th Street Sinker, Jeff Comonte, Nuclear Town, Claude de Port, District 16, Bappin Paul Lee, Johnsonville, Tom George, J. Heavens, Broad Street, Samson Carey, Dadnazir Township, District 11, the place of the regime speaker that is in a serious social infidelity, flitting, polygamy, and on and on. Matsare Abdullah, Banjo, Venetians Bar, Nuclear Town, Claude de Port, Stanley Botso, Roland Fraser, ELWA Junction, Willem Carr, Painesville, Omega City. Omega City, good. That's a city by itself. Okay. Patience Wisner, Lynch Street. Yes, Lynch Street, Gabriel Lawson, Iron Factory, Broad Street, Business Center, Jackson C. Ponin, that will be on today. Yassa Sharif, Orita Jikla, my dear sister Orita Sunday Way Choir, you've on. Hope that you are faring well. Good to have you on, Orita Sunday Way Choir. Rita Christine Hates, you are on from Massachusetts. Good to have you on. Benita and Debbie, you are on from Johnsonville, Uptown. Uptown Johnsonville. So if there is Uptown, there is downtown, Benita. Okay. All of you great people, the protocol so long, so very long. The names are just running down like a river flowing down the hill. But we can get started without bringing on the chairman for life, everlasting chairman, the melting pot chairman, the chairman that cuts across, the chairman that is a commoner, the chairman that embodies everything humility and service unto humanity. Roman Rico, Kenny Ball, or Latu Pound, for short, chairman, the Intellectual Center, District 13, Iron Factory. Great people, all of you, thank you for coming on. We appreciate all of you good people. Let's get started. Then we look at some events we've got. And then we are out. It's the post-Christmas celebration. Post-Christmas celebration. Burkina Faso has made its first conviction under a new law against same-sex relations, sentencing an individual named KM to 2 years in jail, along with a fine of approximately 3,580 Burkina Faso money or CFA, and ordered him to leave the country after completing his sentence. This follows a ban approved by junta leader Ibrahim Traore in September, which allows penalties of up to 5 years in jail and heavy fines. Same-sex relations were not previously criminalized. Rights groups, including Human Rights Watch, have warned that the junta's rule since the 2022 coup has significantly worsened the country's human rights record. These are things they love. The Economic Community of West African States has approved Burkina Faso, Mali, and Niger as non-member participants in the Intergovernmental Action Group Against Money Laundering and Counter-Terrorism Financing in West Africa, subject to meeting its compliance standards. The three countries formally left ECOWAS in January 2025 after forming the Alliance of Sahel States. GIABA now has 5 non-ECOWAS members, including Sao Tome and Principe and the Union of the Comoros. Let's get to developments unfolding. We will localize some things given the proximity, not only the gravity or sensitivity of it, but the proximity. That what news, or it is very significant in news. If something is happening close to you, you people are sharing danger, you have to be concerned because it could have a spillover effect, meaning it could cross from where they are into your area. That's what is referred to as proximity. It means closeness. So we will localize what is unfolding. But before we get to that, the King Support Basket, we still need you. We will always need you. We can leave you. And most of the things have been left to the boss himself, A.B. Weir, and Israel to give you technically the picture of where we are. But I'm constrained to tell you, and this is right for the institution, that we are intending, and it will work, because the government goal is to get in each of the county. And if we are not in the county or counties with the government, then it will have a serious impact on us. It means our message will not, the people will not get our message. We'll just be talking to the people in Monrovia and those of you out of Liberia. It is because the government don't want the people in the interior to get the information, because every government tries to close up the things that are bad, the failures, the excesses, and all of those things, so that you don't know. Because if you get to know, then you will change from supporting the government or believing the government. Every government wants you to believe everything they tell you. They are putting institutions everywhere. Now, if we are not there to bring the truth, what the people hear, that is a simple principle in communication. What the people hear is what they believe. What they hear is what they believe. If they're always hearing government information, there is no other information going to them other than government information. The government information they will believe, and they will spread government information. So we have to be there to counter. That means to give the right information. But it doesn't happen suddenly. Technically, things are being worked out. That is why we always encouraging you. We are expanding our coverage. Coverage means everywhere the people will get you. That's what we're doing. When you hear us telling you to please drop in the basket, that money there, it's not going nowhere. It's not going to anybody's pocket. It is a system. It is a system. How you looking at that system? Nobody have access to it. So you can take anything. That's why you hear everybody will say, put it in the basket. If you can take personal money, put it in the basket. Don't think people, when you send your money, it can go this way. Everything goes into the basket. The money is to help us expand, because there are too many things. Sometimes you hear the people, or not sometimes, but all of the times, you hear us giving credit to this radio station that is relaying, this radio station that is relaying in the spot. Those people, we have to compliment them too. We have to help them, because we're doing. They're not on an obligation to do it for us. But they feel that in communication, if the people don't get the other side, it will be bad. So they volunteer to help us expand. Now we can sit down and exploit them. Relaying in communication, the modern thing that we're doing now, relaying. When somebody is relaying you, it's expensive, because what they're using is scratch card. They will not relay all of the programs. No radio station around, community radio station or stations, can relay all its central radio station programs, because they have their own programs too. But they will come with the major, mainly they go for the talk shows and other live events. That way, the people on that side will get an understanding. So they will take, let's talk about it with Israel. They will take real talk. Then they will take face the issues in the evening. They will relay these three shows. It's cost intensive. They're not erasing all of their programs, no. But if they have something at 3 o'clock, they will suspend it for real talk to come on. If they have something at 7 o'clock and Israel comes on at 7, they will suspend it to relay Israel, so the rest of the people. If they have something at 8 o'clock, they will suspend it. So face the issues will come on, that the people will hear what is being done in the country from Moravia perspective and every other thing. So how it is done? Technically, a card. And not easy. And that easy. When I was at VOL, I saw that we went through it. It's not easy. And we can't sit here and tell you we have it all, so you should give. And we're not saying either that we're putting our burden on you. You are not under obligation to do it. Neither do we rely on you 100%. We have ours as an institution, because before somebody helps you, or if you need somebody help, you must have something. The Shunammite woman, when she went to Elisha asked her, he asked her the question. He said, what do you have in your house? Meaning, if you want somebody to help you, you must firstly have something. That means get something that they can build on. So we have ours. We're not telling you put everything in King's support basket and support us 100% throughout until the war comes to an end. No. We say, whatever, please help us as we add what we have to get all around the country. We're in a modern world now. You can't have the people in Moravia and adjacent and other areas just listening, and then the other people can get it. You heard 2 weeks ago the lady called and said that they get Kings FM when they tune into Buta Radio. Other than that, the FBS all over when it goes to the year FBS. So the only way they can hear other information when they tune to Bluetooth radio. And what Bluetooth radio does, it relays Kings 88.5. It's a technical something. I'm just laying the basis. In the fullness of time, you will get a full understanding. In the morning, yeah, Israel giving the people credit. We're trying to link up with other community radio stations so that the coverage is expanded. 2026, 2027, 2028. These are preparatory years in time to joke. So we beg you, yeah, we hold you for. So let me remind you, the numbers, the same wave, 0555 885 885, 0777 017 885, 0555 885 885, 0777 017 885, the local mobile money number. The second thing is, we work here as an institution. We are family. We are together. We work in unison, meaning togetherness. The three shows run in one accord. Institutionally, we try the best we can because we understand the culture. We understand society. We understand that things are not well in the country. Things are bad off. Many people are struggling. Moreover, human beings they buy into people's situation, meaning they feel sorry because they have family too, they have other people. So they will strive the best they can to share. Nobody is under obligation to help anybody. I'm saying this because we as institution, if we're not careful, it will have a terrible situation on us. Already we are in a political war, the government just looking for something to capitalize on. As much as people try to be honest, use our institution to help you. Sometimes you make appeal. We don't have money sitting down here. Money not sitting down in AB's office. Money not sitting down in Israel's office. Nothing. Yeah, we're struggling. We're really looking for it. You hear us asking people to help us. But we're not relying on them 100% because they are not under obligation to do it. We can only make appeal when they find it necessary, fine. They ain't find it necessary, fine. We on our own. We can get money. Sometimes the station goes off the air. We moving here and there, we asking. There are too many things. Everybody in this radio station, they get problem. Everybody. But we can't leave the radio station and say, oh, we get a problem, AB will do it, or we're not doing it. No. We can take our problem and bring it to the radio station. Israel has problem, but he can bring it to the radio station. Sam Andrew has problem, he can bring it to the radio station. AB has his own problem, but he can bring it to the radio station. You get your problem, you leave it to your house. Once you decide to come to your office to work, that's it. So we look for means by which we can settle. We get, every one of us get problem. Serious problem. Everybody, there isn't anybody who does not have problem. We can take our problem and say, oh, because the people falling on, they in America, they in Canada, they in your whatever place of the war, so they won't do that for us. No, we don't rely on anybody. The day somebody say, oh, yeah, we feel this one, yeah, $5, you buy your cold water. We are excited. We motivated. Simple. They're not under obligation. I'm saying this because if we're not careful, as much as people try to be human, it doesn't say it is an obligation. When you are a citizen, this is not CDC radio. The radio is owned by George Weah. This is a private radio station managed by A.B. Weah. If you are a citizen, you need assistance, you go to CDC headquarters. This morning, what happened? Israel is still uncomfortable with what happened. On the radio, not everything that will be said. But Israel is still uncomfortable with what happened, what that lady said. It was not right at all. We are not on our obligation. It is not our responsibility to help anybody. When you raise your concern, the station elevate it. People who are following, they'll say, oh, okay, I will do this. These people, they're struggling too. They get their families, they get other people, they're working for the money. It's just tense on them. So when they try the best they can and manage to put in 50 or 20, whatever the amount, it's not an obligation. That thing that was said this morning by that lady was not right. This is an institution. We're in a warfare. We know our culture. We know the atmosphere. This is King's FM. Whoever, I'm telling you, I'm speaking Israel. Israel is uncomfortable since he left the show. That thing was not right. And you could tell the reactions, how some of the people were reacting, all the people listening, as if King's FM is on an obligation. Israel ain't get money sitting down in his office. That when you say you get a problem in his office, if you ain't get money sitting down, beg or money sitting in your office, when you call a sedition, I've been with CDC since 2005, and I get the other problem. You sedition, you get problem, you go to the party headquarters. That's why the party has headquarters. Not the radio station responsible. As much as we understand everybody's struggle and we try the best we can, but it's not an obligation. This is an institution. You don't put us in an embarrassing situation because people will start giving a different interpretation. At the end of the day, they say, oh, the ABO, the men who can be talking about integrity on the radio, people there, you say one. It's not correct. We maintaining our integrity. We have to maintain it as much as we are humans. We have our humanitarian self to help you. But it doesn't say it is an obligation. Hence, going forward, we will try the best we can. We invest. Being uncomfortable, it means the way people can say certain things, but it doesn't mean a person invests. So when I tell you, I say Israel is uncomfortable, he invests, but the way it came, and yeah. So we'll stay, and you don't get discouraged too. But yeah, how we do it. When you call and say you get problem, your sister this, your sister say, no problem. We will try to raise money. But you know how we do it? We do it with convincing. That means we have to convince the people. We put a team together. When you say that in West Point, the video team will go there. They will assess, they will see everything. Then we take it, we bring it in our production room. When we finish with it, then we'll put it on the screen. That one, you don't have to talk. We will be talking now. That we will be talking, and the people will be convinced because they will see it and say, oh, that lady condition. So I'm doing that. We're not accept that thing where you just call and say, oh, my sister get problem. Oh, my sister, then they give you money. We ain't see the sister. We ain't know what else. Because some things that came out today were not right. Some of the stories that came out. So, that ain't there. That ain't there. Israel himself said it, that next year is different. So, I just giving you a preview of next year. We stay here, but we help with conviction. That means the people who will be telling, say, you please send $50, you're sending $20, you're sending, they must see it on the screen. They must be convinced. Lastly, before you ask people for help, you must always make sure you have something first. It's not just saying at 250, I want 250. When you're 250, you must have gotten $50. Then say, yeah, I get $50 and that I need balance 50. Then somebody will say, yeah, the 50, yeah. Simple. But we will try the best we can. This time we'll put it on the screen. And you see it, and we'll get screen. Yeah, we'll put it on the screen. When you say whatever the problem you get, if you say your horse fall down and you won't put it back together, we'll send King's FM team there. They will go to that place. They will do the video tape or tipping of that house that fall down. They bring it, we put it on the screen. Then we raise money. So they will pull your horse up back. That's how we do it now. Nobody will just say, my sister say, and my grandma get it one, and when no. Because the stories that have been coming up, no. Okay, that is just sitting in the office very uncomfortable. It's not right at all. So let's go. Let's talk this thing quick. What's the time? We will speak with Jackson Poning. Jackson Poning, one of the resident victim of Seti Brothers industrial plant December 6 explosion. He was picked up on he was picked up. One of several persons picked up and taken to the police station. What happened there? We'll speak to Jackson Poning on the line. But let's go to what unfolded in Nigeria. Donald Trump strikes on Nigeria ISIS on Christmas Day. It was a joint coordinated response with Nigeria authorities. It caught ISIS unaware. The United States said it brought down their top guys. Hear what Donald Trump said in a statement he posted on his Facebook page. Tonight, at my direction as Commander-in-Chief, the United States launched a powerful and deadly strike against ISIS terrorists who come in northwest Nigeria, who have been targeting and viciously killing primarily innocent Christians at levels not seen for many years and even centuries. I have previously warned these terrorists that if they did not stop the slaughtering of Christians, there will be hell to pay. And tonight, dear was, the Department of War executed numerous perfect strikes, as only the United States is capable of doing. Under my leadership, our country would not allow radical Islamic terrorism to prosper. May God bless our military, and Merry Christmas to all, including the dead terrorists, of which there will be many more if their slaughter of Christians continue. That was the statement he posted on his Facebook page. Let's get an on-the-ground perspective from Nigeria journalist Wasu Idris and his colleague in studio earlier today on Donald Trump's strikes against ISIS for the killing of Christians.
Yes, the Nigerian government has confirmed that the strike happened in coordination with the U.S. It says that it's part of its own cooperation with the U.S. in trying to tackle the insecurity in Nigeria. AFRICOM, which is the African Command, said the attacks happens with its coordination, and they have eliminated some ISIS groups there that are operating. And there is also the lesser-known Lakurawa group that has been operating in that part of Nigeria. Sokoto borders Niger Republic with Nigeria in that axis. So that is what happened.
Right. Trump had threatened such strikes against IS, Islamic State cells, over the last couple of months. He talked about the existential threat for Christians in Nigeria. Is this violence that's been shaking Nigeria for years actually linked to religious tensions?
Well, not directly linked to religious tension, but it sparked religious controversy and tension of recent, because we've seen how some Christian leaders went to the U.S., lodged a complaint, and seek for the U.S. assistance, which was the initial problem when the U.S. focused more on Nigeria. The Christians are saying a lot of them are being eliminated, that there is a genocide going on. Well, on the other part, the Muslims are saying no. The number of casualties are more with the Muslims, because if you look at the Northwest, which comprises Sokoto, Zamfara, Kebbi, and partly Kano, you see that is densely populated by Muslims. But there are also killings in Benue and Plateau, which is densely populated by Christians, and this thing is still ongoing, is still being reported. But the government kept saying that they are doing their own best to see how they tackle the situation.
So this is a case of groups that are targeting, as you're saying, groups that are targeting both Christians and Muslims. But I mean, it's early morning there in Nigeria. How have locals been reacting to this news as they wake up to hear that the US has carried out strikes in Nigeria?
Reactions are ongoing since early morning, even as early as 1 a.m., 2 a.m. after the strike. If you check the social media, it's awash with this. And if you tune into most of the radio stations, and even after early morning prayers, Muslims are talking about the strike with mixed reaction. A lot of people see it, let them eliminate these groups who have been terrorizing them, since the government is becoming either incapable or unable to handle the situation for long, because it is still ongoing even after releasing those who are abducted, even after the government designated any bandit that attack anywhere as a terrorist. But it's ongoing. So, but there are people who are really concerned, because knowing that an attack by US is not a joke to any country. They're looking at the implications that might come in the coming days. It is going to affect businesses. It is going to affect almost everything in the country. So it's a mixed reaction, but hoping that let it be a solution to the problems they are facing, both communities, both religious followers, and the entire country.
Nigerian journalist Watsu Idris with the perspective on the ground following the strike by the United States government. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has called for an immediate end to attacks on Christians in Nigeria and other parts of the world, condemning what he described as the persecution of Christians and followers of other religions. He made the remarks in a Christmas video message shared on his X official account, saying Israel will continue to stand with Christians globally. His comments follow the Christmas Day shooting of an assistant parish priest in Imo State. Reverend Father Raymond Ojoku was reportedly shot in the arm by gunmen believed to be kidnappers while opening the church. He was rushed to a hospital and is in stable condition, responding well to treatment. Just as Donald Trump said in his statement, this is not a news. It's not a surprise. It's something that we've heard years. It has just scaled down for a while. But years ago, it became, or it was the normal, the killing of Christians. It was the normal. Months in, months out, we hear the international wires reporting a massacre of this, abduction of people from the school, Christians in church, and gunmen open fire, killing everybody, including the pastor or the priest. We've heard everybody, not everybody, but people who have been following global developments are aware. It's not just that Donald Trump is tired. That's why he came out publicly to say if they don't stop, they'll launch a strike. because it became a normal. We heard several deaths or killings in churches and other places. So it's not really news. That's the normal. But the normal can be the normal all of the time. The normal has to stop, and Donald Trump is moved to put a stop to it. Let's get to this one briefly. Senator McGill tell regime speaker Richard Cohn to clear his name. He issued his statement. The call was contained in a statement on his official Facebook page. He said, after following the marital saga on Spoon Talk and across social media, I wish to share the following thoughts. Under the Liberian law, marriage between biological siblings constitutes incest, which is expressly prohibited. The Domestic Relations Law of Liberia, 1973 Code, provides that any marriage between a brother and sister, whether of whole or half-blood, is void ab initio. It's a Latin expression meaning it is invalid from the onset and has no legal recognition. Incest is defined as a sexual or marital relationship between closely related persons, such as a brother and sister. Beyond its prohibition, under the Domestic Relations Law, incest is criminalized under Liberia's penal law. Chapter 14 of the penal law, which addresses sexual offenses, specifically states that under section 14.70, that incest is a felony of the third degree. It is therefore regarded as a serious criminal offense with penalties that may include fines, imprisonment, or both, depending on the circumstances and applicable law. In this context, if it were established that a public official entered into a marital or sexual relationship with a biological sister, such conduct would raise serious legal concerns under section 14.70 of the penal law. Given that the speaker is the third most powerful official in our system of government, who is being accused by a lady of a sexual marital relationship, with the speaker acknowledging that the lady in question is his biological sister, has raised a legal issue under our criminal code. These are serious and grave issues, and I hope the speaker will provide clarity to the House of Representatives and the public. Alternatively, the House of Representatives, Mage goes on to say, may consider establishing an ethics committee or investigative panel to ascertain the facts surrounding this matter. I am very sure the speaker is interested in clearing his name and maintaining public confidence. That's what Senator Nathaniel McGill had to say about that. Just as we've been saying, the same thing he has come to confirm. He couldn't have put it any better. When we said Richard Cohn, the burden of proof is on him because he is the speaker. What he did in Lofa County was just political posturing. He needed not to have done that, and he did it because of his insensitivity, not understanding the delicacy of the situation because of his position as Speaker of the House of Representatives. If he was another person, or what they refer to descriptively in Liberia, ordinary person or ordinary people, it would not have come to the limelight. There are a number of incidents like this. People are flitting between several women. People have impregnated a woman and have no time, no child support, even though they acknowledge. But no one has time for that because they are far below the social ladder. Given that he's at the top of the social ladder, everybody looks from down up. So what he did in Lofa County, he was just filibustering. He was just unnecessarily filibustering. That people, they can go to court, that he has a leadership, he is the Speaker of the House of Representatives, and it's just a malicious intent to damage his character. When he said in the same Lofa County, the lady is his sister, there are indications she might be the biological sister of Richard Cohn. There are indications. He seems to be right with his claim that Cecilia is his sister, but entraps himself if it turns out to be true that Cecilia is his sister, just like Senator McGill quoted the law and giving his status. And the lady too, Cecilia, entraps herself too by confirming that the man isn't, and the man said he is. So some people have been pointing. Doris came out, Doris, who claimed to be the sister too. So Richard Cohn, she was on and she said that Cecilia is the biological sister of Richard Cohn. So people have been digging, and we join those people to dig. And I found some things. I went as far back as 17, 18, 19, 20. Yes, just as far back, checking. Because this is a serious issue. It borders on the reputation of the speaker. And let me reiterate, let me extend Senator McGill's voice. If the House of Representatives is truly the House of Representatives, with that covering first branch of government, with the speaker being the 10th most powerful person, they will muster the conviction to constitute, like Margaret said, a committee, a panel, investigative committee to go into it. And in that process, he will be asked to recuse himself until it is established that he wasn't involved at all. When the investigation starts, Richard Cohn, will have to recuse himself, meaning he will have to step aside. The deputy speaker will be presiding until the matter is resolved by establishing that everything brought against him was lie. Then he can pursue the lady beyond that. And this has been our position. We're not against Richard Cohn. We can be against nobody. This is an institution. And this is why we tell you to please help us. Let us extend our coverage to every county in this country. Let the people know. We're not against Bwaka. We can never be. We're not against anybody in Unity Party government. Our responsibility is to speak the truth, is to be more analytical, and that's what we are. At the close of the day, if it's established that the lady brought scheme against Richard Cohn, we'll go for her. If it is established that Richard Cohn did it, as we have done, we'll go for him. We against nobody. We're just helping our country. So I went on her page and started to dig and dig and dig. Dig all the way, way back. Way back. All right. Yeah, she posted. This was the first one, October 21, 2018, 8:35 a.m. Yeah, what she posted. She said, please be informed that I lost my father, retired police major Samuel Blamo Kun Sr., to the cold hands of death on 10th, 12th month, 2018 in Liberia. Funeral services will be as follows. Wakekeeping Friday, the 10th, 25th, 18, from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. at St. Augustine Episcopal Church, Batnosville, Monrovia, Liberia. Thereafter, the wake continues at Dry Rice Market area, Johnsonville. Funeral service is Saturday at 10 a.m. at St. Augustine Church. Thanks. Cecilia K. Kuhn. Now, this Dry Rice Market, I got info because Dry Rice Market, we live there. Dry Rice Market, our area. There were World War I, World War II, World War III met us when we were in Jare. Stay in Jare, in Dry Rice Market for several years. The rest of it about knowing Kuhn and all the people. But one of the persons told me that Richard Kuhn's father behind there. Now, when I got this, I soon reflected. Because she put it there. She said, therefore, thereafter, the work continues at Dry Rice Market area, Johnsonville. So it could be maybe a foster father or father-in-law, whatever. Giving an elderly person can be referred to as father. Again, it falls on her lap with the clarification, but this raises the suspicion and it lends credence, but not absolute, not 100%. It lends credence to what the regime speaker say, his sister, which also indicts him or he indicted himself. What is the other one? The other one that she used the name Kuhn. I'm sharing two with you people, just two. Where's the other one? She did use the name Kuhn. All right, this is it. This is it. Cecilia Marsh. This is March 2017. Yeah, what she posted. Night life in Liberia. Year 2017. It was good seeing childhood classmates of Cat's Kingdom Cathedral School. LRA means from life to. Then start to name the people. Sikun, CEE, which is the short form for Cecilia. Sikun, that the name she put, referring to herself. Sikun, naming all the people in the photo. Sikun, Rare Brapo. Lastly, Eddie Hodges. Children have become men and women. Always teased and made me cry in school. Tear gray up war. Anyway, everyone is all grown up now. Nice meeting you guys, my brothers. And then she put her name CC. So Sikon. That what caught my attention. Sikon. But I'm not saying that this is 100% true. Don't take that as 100% true, but it's up for discussion. This was in 2017, March 18, 2017. Facebook keeps all of the date. March 18, 2017. She says, naming all of the people. If I take photos with my friends and name all of them. So the first person she started with herself, she said, Sikon, Koon. And Koon spells his last name Koon. All right, that will be doing it for that. Let me share with you the rant from Sir Joseph. This childish thing that people do. Listen, it is not right at all. It is not right. It is sycophancy. The person whom you are with, they will appreciate all of the condemnations and criticisms and vilification you are giving to the person whom you were with. But it's just a matter of time before you say the same thing to the person you are with. Moreover, it does not change the person whom you are criticizing. It only means that you were there as hypocrites. You people who go around, Georgia government was bad off, Bwaka government better, Georgia did not do this. You were in the government. If you were not in the government and you say those things, it makes sense. But you're in the government, you did nothing. You enjoy everything. You came out, yet you said that the government was this, the government was that. You choose to vilify and condemn the previous president because you are with the current. It doesn't say you are anything extra. It only means that you are a hypocrite. That's what it means. It means you are a hypocrite. I want you people to listen to this man, Sir Joseph. Not a surprise, but I'm just giving you a simple education that is bad. You don't do it. If the administration was wicked to the core, the fact that you were with that government, you are condemning yourself. You are saying everyone failed. Now, nobody should believe those people. These guys just telling you how Liberia culture is purely sycophantic, that it is a patronage culture, that these people who call themselves politicians, they only go where the money is, what they have acquired to protect it. These people yesterday, people praise Ellen Johnson Sirleaf. When Ellen Johnson Sirleaf came to power and Ellen Johnson Sirleaf left, they said a number of things against Ellen Johnson Sirleaf. George Weah was coming. These people praised George Weah. They said all the good things about George Weah. They were even ready to lay down and let George Weah feet. They were in George Weah government, the government of the Republic of Liberia. They got rich from the government. They had the security they needed. They acquired wealth. Today, they are well established. They stifle, they took money, the country money. George Weah is out. Today, they turning around and saying George Weah, Bwaka government is better. There is better security in Bwaka government than George Weah government. Please have a listen to Sir Joseph briefly. Then I bring on Jackson Poning and then we are out for today.
Just how we never supported you during your election, but you brought us closer. Thank you. And today, Mr. President, one thing I can talk about, I feel more happy and secure in your administration than previous administration. We continue to see for the level of work you have done. In most of our country, before link leading to go other side, I voted for it. And Mr. President, thank you. That road will lead to from most of our country to go other side. And all of those other development in the country, the lighting, first time in the history of Liberia since the civil crisis, since 50 years, is this president that took electricity to Bento City, the capital city of Montserrat country. When I went and talked to him, I said, Mr. President, there is no electricity in Bento, the capital city of Montserrat. He was shocked that there's no electricity in Bento. And when that order was given today, the first time the children are seeing electricity.
Relatively, governments are different. It is what so-called Liberian politicians don't understand. Boakai being in power with Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, or what's in power Ellen Johnson Sirleaf for 12 years. You want to listen to the dull expression of most of the politicians. When you say first time in the history of Liberia, when you say for the past 40 years, you're not excluding Ellen, you're not excluding Boakai. You're saying the people before George Weah, before Ellen came, Weah came, nothing. That Boakai is part of the failure. That Boakai could have used his influence, just as he just said that he went to Boakai and told Boakai that there is no current in Bento, no electricity. Boakai could have gone to Ellen Johnson Sirleaf and said, Madam President, there is no current to this place, there is no current. We need to take current there. Did he do it? He helped Ellen to fail. Chief, when I say Liberia don't have politicians, people can say, oh, yeah. Liberia don't have nobody called politicians. Liberia have gullibles. People who just strive for the stomach. And the little they acquire, they run on the other side, the Kakura Poto politics to protect what they have and to get what they can get. Why it profits you condemn the previous as if you were not there. Only people who not in the government can say, and people will listen to them. But you were there. All of you helped George Weah to fail. You're only explaining that you people were doing those things so that George Weah would not have his second term. That's how God allowed people to confess, expose people's diabolical heart. No reason why he said in Jeremiah 17:9, the heart of man is desperately wicked. Who can discern it thereof except the Lord? Only God knows the heart. These people were with George Weah. So they were there pretending. Now all of them going to Boakai on tribal line. And let anybody when we're doing our thing and we're talking, somebody more can stand their dog self in from me and say, oh, don't do that. Because what will be when you Christian will go for you. When you from our country, that you will go for. With everything, because I want the government to Boakai, I mean, how to call him? Sir Joseph and Thomas Fala, they say Boakai the Kissy man. So they're going to the Kissy man. They say they're from Lofa County. Nobody say anything. But when we're talking, then you open your oral cavity. Oh, you want to tell the one, you want to tell the one, you want to tell the one, you want to tell the one. That's why all my thing I can vote on Christian line. I do things on tribal line. All the things that are normal. And we're getting closer. Anybody more can stand and say civil society or general, whoever be saying that nonsense. When we look in your face, anything that I will read, if Tomo Fala say, Sir Joseph say, Boaka da kiss him, man. So you're going to kiss it. I want him wrong. You get to. But that's the sycophancy of Liberian politicians, as you always say. All right. I just thought to share that one with you. Not really a part of the talking point. Just thought to bring out the fool, the clown, the stupidity in these people who call themselves politicians. You don't be afraid of these people. It's not because they get money. Help the country. Change people's mind. You don't see these things in other countries. Once that government is done, they finish. They will not stay in the current government and condemn the government that they were in, condemn the president that they were serving under. They will not do it. That government is what they consider a history. They go to make public address anywhere. They will never mention how the government failed. George Weah was not this, George Weah there. It doesn't say, you saying those things, you want to bring it out the stupidity in you. You want to bring it out how turning mentally you are. That what it shows, that what it means. Y'all stop doing that thing in this country. It doesn't help y'all. Boaka is not a gore. We saw that thing with all the presidents that came. Boaka is not the first president. There are people who will lead or condemn Boaka. They'll condemn Boaka. Sir Joseph, all the people, they acquire huge wealth. They have property all over the place. So the only thing they're doing, they're seeking protection. That's why when they how to call him, the Arab man talking about retrieving government property, he can't go on those sides because they say former government officials, Sir Joseph, former government official, Tomo Fala's former government official, all those people that are the former government official, they can't go there. But that George, we are in a cycle. All right, let's get to Jackson Pony. And factory, the tension is still rising. The people are uncomfortable. It is my understanding that the chairman, who betrayed them, the leadership betrayed them. I told you people, they took rice from Seti Brothers. They took a number of things and also money. But that is not officially confirmed. But the rise and other things, they confirm it. But some members are saying they took money from Seti Brothers. They staged a protest and the police went in, rounded up some of them, took them to the headquarters of the Liberia National Police. They slept there. The following day, the lawyer went in and released them. The police released them. What they told them, we don't know. Jackson Pony is one of the individuals. Let me see. Let me bring him on to speak with him briefly. Then we get to the line. And then we are out for today. So Jackson Pony is on now. We can speak to him. Thank you for coming on, Mr. Pony. Thank you. I appreciate you answering my call. How is it? How are you faring personally? Let's say it is my understanding that you were picked up and you were manhandled and one of your eyes has a problem. Is that true, sir?
Yes, Mr. Angelo. Good afternoon, Mr. Angelo. Good afternoon to the good people of Liberia. As I'm speaking to you, I'm not too well. I'm facing serious problem with my eyes, where I was handled and treated in a bad way by the commander of Zone 4 Airport Depot. I don't know if he phoned by any Ashi, who punched me in my eyes due to the situation that's going on in Iron Factory, where the place got burned or November 6th. So as I speak, you are not too well, but I just take off my life.
Did they have you sought treatment? You're seeking treatment? What's the condition? How serious it is?
It is very serious. My right eye is very, very serious. As I'm speaking to you, President, I came from the hospital today. I due to go back to the hospital again. I due to go back to the hospital. And what happened, Mr. Andrew, to be frank, I'm actually advocating because.
But before we get to that, how many of you were picked up by the police on the day of the protest and taken to LMP headquarters?
We were six in number. We were 5 male with 1 female.
At LMP headquarters or before LMP headquarters, you people were taken to 2 different police stations. Is that true?
Yes. The first place was but Freeport Police Station were there to detain for 1 hour before taking to Central.
At Central, what did they tell you?
When we got to Central, first they took us to the PSU or basement, where I was there for 1 hour, asked me a lot of questions pertaining to what happened, in which I decided to explain later on what into the CSU or office. From there to the new cell, to the underground cell, we were to the cell for 2 days.
Did they beat you?
Essentially, they did not beat us, but when they pick up us from City Brother that night, they pick up about 14 or PSU officer. That's the time I was beating, I was manhandled. I was treated in a bad way by the commander from, as I said, from APRC Depot, who punched me in my face, punched me in my eyes several times before taking me to Freeport. From Freeport before to Central.
How did you people get released?
We were released by our Councillor Teofilo Sumo. Our councillor signed for us, along with the chair lady, Cyril Flomo, and also the acting chair for Iron Factory entire community. But our councillor signed for us.
What is the situation currently in the community?
As I'm speaking to you now, I'm saying the community is quiet in the sense that nobody is doing anything. They call it taking law into their hand. But as I'm speaking to you, the chemical is a serious problem now in our community, Iron Factory. The entire Iron Factory is polluted by the chemical.
Have any intervention been made from SETI brothers? Did they approach you people apart from what we heard that they took rides and other things there? Did they made a second intervention? Did they show any concern beyond what they did initially?
No, sir. As I'm speaking to you, up to now, the authority of SETI brothers have never get to this community to reach you or to even say sorry or what happened, nothing like that.
What did your leadership say? What are they doing up to now?
As I speak to you, there is a serious issue in the community based on pertaining to one of the black leader receiving rice, water, soft drink, candy, and also is alleged that he took money, one asset Frangawo. So the leadership have been split because some is against him, only he alone in favor of what going on. So what we plan to do is that, based on our communication, because we communicated before with the authority along with our representative at Adekade, we will be having a meeting this coming weekend. Based on the meeting, I will definitely let you know. I'll call on your same platform to let you know what the update about the meeting and what the next step going to be.
Isaac Fangalo is the chairman of the community.
He is the chairman for Black B. You know, Iron Factory got several blacks. So Black B and Black C is close to Sadi Burdock or compound at the back of Sadi Burdock where you have Black B and Black C.
And what the other members constituting the leadership, what have they said?
Oh, like the other blacks, they are not happy about what's going on. Like I said, that there will be an emergency meeting this coming weekend, which will be on Sunday. Based on that meeting, I will definitely let you know our next step. And we got another step to take. Trust me, we have another step to take. And we're doing it in a way that we're not doing any violence. We are doing it in a rougher way, but we got another step. Because I'm speaking to you, even today, they were uploading a lot of chemical again to the warehouse. I got photo of that. I got video of that. They were uploading today again. They uploaded day before yesterday again with the same chemical. Our aim is that we appealing to them, come in the community, see how well, to see for yourself the way water have been polluted. Our kids are being sick. A lot of people got sick. It's a serious issue. Any the EPA were there, they're going to go do their own background investigation, Mr. Andrew.
So everything is at a standstill, but the people are vexed with the leadership.
Yes. Everything for now, as I'm speaking to you, the leadership will be in a meeting on Sunday, and moreover, the youth is also as I'm speaking to you now, the youth having a serious meeting as I'm speaking to you based on the same cerebral issue along with the chemical scent. They are in a serious meeting. The elder will be in your meeting today before the entire community will have your meeting on Sunday.
And I can preempt the outcome of that meeting, but I came across a post from you a couple of days ago stating that the protest will be intensified. Is that what
Sure.
you are referencing? That if nothing comes out good from Sunday's meeting, you guys will come out again in protest?
Sure. As I was speaking to you, we send communication to Sadi brother. We send a lot of communication all up to now. They now reply us. But definitely next week, there will be a serious mass protest. And our protest, we are not going to take law into our hand. We are going to sing with a peaceful way. And Mr. Andrews, I'm speaking to you now. Based on my health condition, I'm not afraid of GA. I'm not afraid of anything. We will stand our right and we'll speak for our right. It's our duty and responsibility to protect our community, our children, our friends, our father, our mother. Go in the community now, Mr. Andrew. The chemical scent is a serious problem. It's a serious problem in iron factory. I'm ready any hour, any time for my community and my people to go to GA. GA horse is not anything for me. I'm prepared. I was beating the one time, I was cough, I was treated, but I stay ready to stand for my right. No matter how, I'm ready to stand for my right, Mr. Andrew.
Why can't you people, the community, address or direct the protest against your chairman who took allegedly money, rice, and other things from Seti Brothers, which was a compromise? Why you people can direct your protest against him than Seti Brothers?
Yeah, the issue is this. The rice issue, he went on his own, receive those rice, allegedly, the rice, the water, the salt, whatsoever. But our concern is that Seti Brother factory is based right in our community. 2, that area is a storage area. Moreover, that area supply Jamaica Road branch and APRC branch with a chemical. So our first agenda is that Seti Brother should be the first. After Seti Brother, we'll get to the chairman. The chairman will get to him. He lives right in our community. So the main thing is that Seti Brother first. How can they put stop to the chemical issue and put stop to the particular things that is going on? Up to now, they have never ever any come in the community. Mr. Andrew, trust me, I stand by my word. I'm not threatening anybody, but there'll be a serious mass peaceful protest next week. Next week, there will be a serious peaceful protest next week. The entire iron factory is not about Black B and Black C. It's the entire iron factory. We have a serious peaceful protest next week, but I can tell you the date. It can be anytime next week.
What has the chairman said with these things unfolding and anger is growing by the day? What has he said to you? Did he try moving in to pacify the situation, to bring the situation down with the atmosphere so tense? Did he try moving to talk to you people, give you people an understanding of what the leadership is doing?
No, Mr. Andrew. Up to now, he has never even called for a meeting or to talk to the committee. He never. The only thing I know about the day we started the protest, the commander for the PSU at that time I took the PSU officer to the house. They brought him out. He admit that he received rice, soft drink, water. He only denied he did not receive money. And anything that is not presented to the community is not for the community. So, Seti brother is the meeting. Up to now, he have not covered meetings. I'm speaking to you. Since the 6th of November up to now, he has never ever covered meeting.
What is the status of the rice, the soft drink, and order? What has he done? Have they been distributed? They have been given to the people?
No. As I speak, the rice stay in your place. The rice stay in your house. The soft drink stay there. He lies say for old folks, which is not true. There is no day Seti brother ever distribute rice in iron factory for old folks. The rice is stay there. The soft drink stay there. The water is stay there.
Now you got this eye problem and you still want to engage in protest. Why can't you just concentrate on restoring your health?
Mr. Andrew, it is should my health come first. For what are going through the treatment, I would definitely still stand for my people. If we remain quiet, Seti brother will not look to see how well to see our people, will not give up, will not stop. I will always stand for the right of my community and my people. Even though it's not I alone that fighting the fight. The youth here, everybody is in the fight of this. Everybody is in the fight of this. We're not going to give up.
When you say when you say everybody, Mr. Pony,
yes,
when you say everybody, you want to approximate 50, 75, 30, 40, because everybody, normally, not all of the community members will join in. Some people will stay off. So what's your strength? 50, 75, 100?
No, my strength for now, I can tell you by next week will be about 400 or 500 plus. 400 or 500 plus. I just want a meeting, just want a community meeting. I'm there with other few or community people from different blocks. I just want a meeting. There'll be a mass protest next week, Sam. Serious mass protest next week. Peaceful protest next week. We'll be about 500 odd. Including elder, youth, will be odd. Trust me. So it should be expected about 500. Will be about 500.
And the representative, has he returned to Liberia or he stayed out of the country?
No, he stayed out of the country. I he communicated. To be frank, he talked with me nicely. We spoke. We talked about a lot of issue or whatsoever. We talked. Yes, but he out of the country. I think he'll be back either next week.
Thank you so very much for the update, Mr. Jackson Pony. I appreciate it, sir. Thank you for coming on at a very short notice.
Thank you so much, Mr. Andrew. God bless you. Thank you so much.
Jackson Pony, one of the victims and one of those who was picked up by the police when they staged a protest at Seti Brothers industrial plant, that nothing was going on until they addressed their health concern. Let's move to you now to have your say, and then we are out. 0772 23 99 33, 0886 30 44 97, 0777 9803 75. Hello.
Hello, I'm Andrew.
Yes.
How you doing?
I'm doing good.
Yeah, my concern is about the LPRC depot where the guy just talked ever. The commander to that depot in a very rude. He and my late brother, they jumped into somebody last month. And I hired him on my channel because what they step to that depot and the government will get to know about you.
You have the police commander on your agenda?
Yes.
What do you mean by that?
Because he running that place like to say it's a horse that he running, and he now running that place as a horse. If anybody carry case there?
No, wait. You say you have the police commander on your agenda. That expression I want you to explain. What do you mean by that?
I mean that anytime we will be waking up from Banana here to make sure that depot that we will burn it down.
Oh no! You can't be that disgruntled. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Yeah, don't do that. If you have issue with the man, address it. The commander will address you. You can move to him and express yourself, and the commander will speak to you. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah.
This is Spike Ada, and I call in from Roseville. Yeah, my attention has been drawn to the guy who's talking about the pollution, if I will call it that way, from the industry he's around.
Oh, Jackson Pony.
Yeah, Jackson, very good. Pony. I pity his condition, but what I want to advise is that when we are running for people to go in the house, we should study what they know about where they live in. I believe people who live in industrial communities where they live, before they employ or vote for somebody, they should have some understanding about environmental pollution. But frankly, if they do not know, they just put people there. Those are the things that will go on. Like I hear people from the Simeco belt complaining. They just put in the place and they don't know who they put in there. That guy in the States now, I heard him talking in the house on Frank Talk, and he's sick.
But what is happening? What is happening at Simeco? When you say the people there are complaining?
No, for the people in Simeco, they too were complaining about the how do you call it, the toxic that they get from the
the remnants that come out of the production goes into the air.
Yes, and they're affecting them. But because we do not have job in the country, so we just fall prey to anything. So certainly for me, I believe that Liberian, before we put somebody in the house, we should know who the person is, what they understand about life. Because they're only going for money. Liberia is going down the drain, no representative speaking, nobody talking, everybody complaining, everybody just listening to one another. So my advice to all the elected, come this election, stay home, register in your home, don't be tough, vote for somebody who you trust will represent you. Thank you very much.
Hello.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, this is Ed Moka. You know, I'm happy to hear the news from the district. Let only then do that for other community to follow. Because, you know, the person that already received that rest, let them deal with him as well. Because we need to stay away from this kind of thing. When something happened to you, or they take rest, they bring it to you, you take it. Rest? That rest will be safe, will be trading ourselves for. They didn't see that was happening in election time. So not do away with that kind of thing. Because what happened in that district, the first step that company is supposed to take, bring in a mobile health thing. To see the people's health status. Then they will advise you that you can take from there. But first of all, you started denying the fact that you're not your responsibility. But because of continual media campaign on the station, you flip-flop and start calling them into meeting. What can basically arrest do to somebody else? So then do it, and so that the result can come. It doesn't matter how people will intimidate them. Let them stand up for the right thing to be done, because you listen to the disaster management. Time will come tomorrow, some people will be suffering for some problems, and you will not know what is happening to you. So it is serious, and then they address it. Then the government look in this direction. Then they don't want to look, then they don't want to think about it. The citizens are now standing up to speak out. It is just necessary that you go beyond this press statement and see what they can really engage this company so that they can do something for the people in that district. Thank you again for the advocates that you could carry on. There were some of the people that I know. They finish going to the company there and take their thing on power and close the story, but you continue to carry it. God will bless you. Thank you.
Right, Mr. Cott. Thank you too for calling. Have a nice day. Let's go to this side. Hello. Hello. You are on the air, sir. You went off. Hello.
Hello?
You are on the air.
Yeah, it is Radio Kigali.
Radio Kigali?
Yeah, I'm asking, is this Radio Kigali?
Is this Rwanda?
Yeah.
Are you in Rwanda?
Maybe this could be an extension of what
I'm asking. You in Rwanda?
No, maybe this could be an extension. That is the reason I'm asking.
You know. Radio Kigali in Rwanda. Go Rwanda, go in Rwanda, you will see Radio Kigali. There's no radio in Liberia called Radio Kigali. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah.
How are you? Thank you for the show. You know, this chemical issue, I have written pamphlets on this chemical issue. But I will come to the station and give you a copy of that particular chemical issue in this country. The chemicals are affecting our people. Even globally, this chemical issue is a serious problem. The chemists are making all sort of different chemical products that are affecting people's environment. They are affecting our air, our water, and our food. And so this is a very serious problem. EPA is not even taking action on those things. They are just looking at these companies bringing in all the chemicals and poisoning our people around. There are toxins and poisons that are within the environment, and these people are not taking action. So what is happening in iron factory there is serious, and not only iron factory, even the cement business they were talking about. That whole of Jamaica Road is polluted with cement. I've done a lot of research on these garbage stuff and these poisonous substances that are manufactured in this country. So it's a serious problem. Thank you.
So you should bring the document, yeah?
Yes, I've written a document, I think about 5 or 10-page document on chemicals in this country.
Okay, thank you. You bring it.
All right.
Let's go to the women's line. Hello.
So how can you say?
Yep.
Sir, part of the topic, the first topic I hear, the limit to discover, but I you said discover voice concern about people in one inside, you say what we were all in the corner, phone we are and votes are just in all this way, we are making contact for the protest. All of both sides, Baka 2 years and we are 6 years. Baka 2 years, we are 6 years. We are power with it. God will make way. We will come back 2029. God will make people will value we are for international. The way international community value we are, they will continue value we are and share. In come by in power, when it come by in power now, then we'll see what to do. So they play what they are saying. They think 2029 they will get space to enter again. They all vote for the people. I was showing them, we encourage them to go on the land to vote for the representative and the senator. Then they betray us today. We get nothing to tell them. Then they continue. Anywhere they say that, they must just continue talking about making we are popular. To be blessing we are all because I'm blessing that getting we are and not to say we'll get there we'll be happy that they continue but we will prepare we don't know I will pray for 2029 coming. Secondly, the camera thing they put a whole bar for it. They will not encourage the people to see about the people they citizen and damaging in our place. Their government will hold bar for it because they won't work for money. They will make all our citizens that will be damaged to our place. Look at the other man say you're not looking at it, you're not qualifying here. In something way answer, you want to also for protest. They are protesting. Then the government and the government will come in, they come in because our citizens will not be dying here for nothing. For nothing, nothing all right. Brother, I came out the hospital working there. How much money they're making? One file money there. More than they're not getting on time. One file they can't get money on time when they go work no way. They just streaming there, say in cartoon one thing cylinder when fun on you die. Can't you say?
Marvin, you real blasting you. I say you real blasting you bell.
Yeah, bro. I'm better thing that are going on in the country and making me very sad. And making me that far away.
Don't get me.
There's no mechanic too. There's no mechanic. The inner home that is talking foolishness against our government.
All right. Okay, Marvin.
I'm there.
Okay.
I'm there when we were talking about I was breathing in my heart.
All right, Marvin. Let's bring on your sister. Hello. That was Azo. What play you Azo? Hello.
Good afternoon, Mr. Andrew.
Yes, good afternoon.
Thank you very much, Mr. Andrew. I'm Spencer Mohammed, and I call from Apopo Kono, Down Coast Spoon Hill, Wintown community. Mr. Andrew, my attention has been drawn to the remark that was coming from Sir Hallie Joseph. Look, Mr. Andrew, reality of life. Charlie Joseph, who was at the refugees camp in President Weah, took him from there and make him who he is today. He's the one castigated President Weah. My people, why people are ungrateful like this in life? For Charlie Joseph, you guys are setting a dangerous political trend in our country. This is a learning curve for all of these guys from the southeastern region who were fighting their own brother. All of them. The likes of John Balut, the likes of Alexander Cummings, the likes of Senator Waterspoon, who were castigating George Weah by the day, calling him names. What lesson are they learning for what Charlie Joseph and Thomas Fala are doing today? Thomas Fala is a kissing man. Charlie Joseph is a kissing man. We struggle. We campaign to bring them to power today. But because of trouble sentiment, they are turning back on the people's struggle and embracing nepotism over the people's struggle. So my brothers for the southeastern region, who fought George Weah over the last 6 years, this Barney, the likes of CA from Front-Based Africa, Caleb Wizard, my brother from Star Radio, how they call it, Tima Jate. What lesson are you people learning for this thing? This should be a lesson. You see, they are protecting their own. When you people were just starting your own for the southeastern region, who were building roads to go to your area, who were building free housing units for your people, you were tearing about the day. You see how they protecting their own? It is to a wise, it's quite sufficient. I know going forward, they will learn from there. Thank you very much, my brother. We always come to make our presence on national issues. God bless us, and God bless President Weah, so that he can come back to continue his good work. Thank you very much.
Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, my brother.
Yeah, everybody.
You're fine, we're fine. You alright?
I'm fine.
Alright.
The people want us, who say they get our sister. So that sister will show document, to marry document.
That ain't there, my brother.
That is sister, so now, that two things they want to bring the quarter. Woman marry woman. Man marry man. That brother marry sister. That one is how to tell her. The foreigner then I have to tell her. They get.
My brother, they get the woman, Cecilia, she said Kuna or brother. Kun people different, her people different.
Okay. So that the two family like go all the one that they want after cool. So they get to bring a family. The cook can bring the same family. So we want to see the one family who divide water and get her to marry.
No, when they ask her, my brother, when they ask her about the wedding, you know what she said?
What she said?
She said that only the two of them were there.
Oh, the two of them were married there?
Yeah, she said that only the two of them were there. So her family members were not there. The male family was not there. Her family was not there. She said that only the two of them because and witness when people getting married and they can have people there. Yeah. But she said that only the two of them were there.
Who married in the tradition in the bush. When the two families get to there, baby people, the staff people can stay down there. Yeah, our own. When the hustle people go to the power people, what doing after? The staff people can be there. To be the Wesley. But two person will go marry that two person go marry there. No, nobody. They had a man to make the document now.
But my best say, even a family members not there from the man's side, the past side, and friends then can be there.
They think can be there. So it's true now that sister for her, but if you want family but one more they will see. The family will come up. They will tell the real people. What two of them marry? That one, let's do it. They'll support you. What would see that? Let's try. Yeah. So you're looking. I bet. I will hear that result.
I know it.
I will copy. You're breaking man married.
You following?
You're breaking get married.
You following it? You will see the end of it. My blessing.
Thank you, Omer.
All right, my blessing. Listen, Let me say this before I forget. I didn't write it down. Let me say this. I talk about what the lady did this morning and how the atmosphere went and the reactions from people, and it brought us on our reputation, meaning the station. And after everything, Israel and the other people were sitting and talking the same thing, trying to wrap our head around a solution. So then we said, I said to Israel, I said, you see, Man Bessie, Man Sisi, Emoka, all the people there. I say, you know why? Those people, they get problem. Man Bessie get serious problem, Emoka, Man Sisi, all the people, they get problem. But they don't take the problem and put it in front of them. They're concerned about the issues nationally. They prefer to take their money, pull unit in their phone and focus on the issue. And what did Israel say? He said that the reason why people are attracted to them around the world, that people just send money to them. It's simple. The heart God can touch people's heart. It is not the problem that you put forward that attracts people. It is what you do that attracts people onto you. It is not the problem. I get a problem, people will be attracted to you. No, they will avoid you because they know that when they help you, you will come back with another. So if you look at our culture, by the time you start explaining, oh, they want the people, yeah, even when they see you, they say, oh, that person coming to us, or that person coming to explain problem. And truly, these women look at Man Sisi, Man Pese, all the people, the MO card, and people just, well, they ain't even dreaming about it, they ain't even thinking about it. They were just, yeah, the announcer say, oh, so and so, you come. They say, somebody send something for you. They don't come on the air and say, I get it, other problem, I get it. They focus on the issues. They sacrifice their time, energy, and resources. And people are attracted to them based on how they are fully engaged with the issue or issues. That's what life is all about. That's what life is all about. Your problem can be solved, and the solution doesn't come from anybody but you. How you will position yourself, how you would go about thinking. These women, Man Beze and Man Sisi, you saw Man Beze Jenna. All around the world, the people are attracted to them, not because they put problem. They are attracted to these people based on what they hear, what they see of them. And they move in and say, give this to them, give this to them, give this, give that to them. I'm not saying that it's entirely wrong or what you did, but I'm just telling you people, your focus. People listening, people are attracted. I hardly think left goes. So people are attracted by what you do. They are not attracted onto you because you state your problem. They know that everybody had problem. But what they are attracted to, when they gave you a dime, when they gave you whatever, then you can solve the problem. They're not concerned. Know it today in life. That's one of the things we'll be talking about on Unleash Your Potential tomorrow, even though we talk about it, but we'll lay emphasis. Nobody is under obligation to take on anybody's problem. But people are attracted to you based on what you would do or what they see you doing and say, oh, but then I can come in. Yeah. I just thought to share that so I don't forget. Hello.
Really?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah, you on the air, Chief. You on the air.
Yeah, thank you for the topic on the discussion. You know, I was just playing your listening role, but you said something, Jenna, that I want to 100% agree with you. You see, sometimes, Lord, people have different problems. It was one time, on the same show, either you or Israel, or one of them were in studio, or let it pick up phone and start crying on the radio, say somebody died for her. What the person was having, or the topic on the show. So I started talking. I said, but when is it the kind of topic that you will bring on the show?
You call the person after the show, or you cry on the phone saying that somebody died for you, the person of the they call the person up, and still the person call back crying again. Is that decent say? They are leave do that after the show, the person will always say, but we're on the show, it's not correct. But for Sir Joseph Umpa, I don't want to talk about Sir Joseph. We don't blame Sir Joseph. We blame our stand-up bearer. We don't blame Sir Joseph. Those are somebody we see sometimes.
But why you blame the stand-up bearer?
Yeah, because those are doing how they call it, or his regime. They say you people were behind this man. That Ebola money he stole, that the bosses he put in your own set, he running here and there. We protected him all of that. Like he the one setting what they're talking say. On the regime, he must protect them. Sir Joseph, God will pay Sir Joseph for what he's saying. God will pay him, but not blame him. That just because of we are kind today, they are proving to him that they're not good. But God will pay Sir Joseph. Thank you.
Hello.
Good evening, Mr. Andrew.
Yes.
My name is Prince Douglas. I do travel testing number 2, Lower Market County, Address City. Andrew, let me say thank you for the topic of discussion. You know, the issue about Sir Joseph, you know, when he also just Sir Joseph needs to sign the paper for him, but we don't think about him this fast. So, anything you want to say about our government, like you talk everything like you say, boy, what you have to let him know is that let him get him mad. Like, even the party people that you support today, they will not trust him 100%. So, they always have him mad. He's a betrayer. So, if you want to go to the party and support the CDC government, they level him. And my last point is, Mr. Andrew, I will keep saying this, I beg of you. Your message is having interest here. You, Israel, AB. Every morning, afternoon, evening, we always listen to you people at the CP that are school. But we are kind of asking you people to please at least find out that one station around it really in your. Because even sometimes if I recall you people are trying to play on the players, so now when your voice is on supported, if I teach it, people always get fed with me. Hey, put on station around it, no, like recording, so I beg of you, your please do that for us. So at least the message will be spread on while that our people can be informed on a daily basis. Thank you.
Is that where you are?
I'm being happy to the Gambia Foundation number 2.
Oh, okay. And you always at the intellectual center where the station
is. At the Fifi Intellectual Center, the biggest intellectual center in the lower part of Magibi.
Oh, okay. All right.
Honorable Joe always appearing, even when I support like the mayor, DJ Maya C4, his son was always promoting CDC on a radio station, the family on FM radio. But even if I record people, generally I'm going to die for that. If I just put your record on, but not Israel, but if I get me mistake to cheesy, you find all the intellectual, all the getting fed with me. Put it back, let listen to them. All of people will see that maybe that video playing for you is a recording. So I beg of you people, that at least your teacher trying to see out there, we can find another station here to be reading in your life. People in Grand Pass, or at least in the lower part will be informed on a daily basis.
All right. Yeah, thank you so much. Well, we're working on that. Yeah, we're working on that. Yeah, we can assure you. And not long we'll be in Mangibi County. Yeah, it will not happen suddenly, but we are working on that. Thank you so much for spreading Kings 88.5 on that side. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
You will hear Kings FM in Mangibi shortly. Yeah.
Thank you, FBB.
Okay. Hello.
Yes, my brother.
Yeah.
And the doctor, man, bachelor.
Yeah, doctor. Only person with 5 doctorate degree, female wallet talk about.
Thank you, sir. As you know, I listen to. I don't want to call. We just said something, so it drew my attention about. So, then I do the thing we are into. We're not into it for money. Even you that raising your forces for Liberia and the Liberian people, we're not paying you anything. We give you your money. We don't go get it. God bless you. But we been in the thing for 6 good years. If I tell you the problem you had at my home, you will not believe. I will not believe in the air. I don't call you up, but we are saying yes. When you say okay, I'll make it available for you to come on the air. Then that God be the glory. You know what I'm saying? Actually, the show is not always on the platform. We back in this. But they are not listening to the show early this morning, but I came in late. What happened? I didn't listen to it, but I want to say sorry to what we are seeing. What happened? Maybe he feel bad and will spoil everything. Just only put it for the people there and will send them money to get share with the people for me. Now, all people say, and when you say, my friend, what I say, I begging them. No, I said, he said, one friend called me. Yeah, if one friend of mine called me, well, asking me, what you can do so much on a certain kind of legal info, what only 1% you want, what you can do, that will the other people can do. I said, what? Why you asking that kind of question? You said, you come and tell the poker, my sister, my person for you, my sister, your ninja, you can't want to play. I say, go play your language, you kind of there. You follow me. So,
but
you know what they're killing my mouth, yeah?
Doctor, Mazizi.
Yeah,
but they know that all the radio stations in Liberia know you.
No, they don't know.
They know that you can move from one radio station to another debunking there.
They think he said, I go on kids. I can go in the pop by yelling, know me. We are calling for my live anyway. They can come and say, attack. I will feel like I go on the phone for one, they for 6 years. So don't look at me, call me. Or ask me why you can do so much and put that body over the play your warning everything. I don't go play your life when you can't go out with my my for a promo boost. We'll both one another album. Tell me. If you can't English, I can't do it. I can't play every generation. Well, you can do so much. That's what I play with on friend. So I'm begging you. If God for you, don't for yourself. Now I can say to you. Of course, don't for yourself. Don't force yourself. You might pass it to them, but I'm going to give you line up. Go see you go America. Go see you. But whenever you see your man behind you, they say you're married. That's my idea.
But one day, if you putting pastor degree in there now, so I think that says 7 degrees you get now.
You get one bucket when you're married. When you're going, when that guy say, "Oh, let me go out there yet," because they lie. So we sacrifice for the country. 6 years, we ask everybody to dime. Then I tell you, what we usually get for your food. So call men there on the video. I want to put platform. They must say get ratty. So I talk and say, "Oh, my see this and that." No, I can just see me every block and call me. My sister might say something. I said, I was laying down and man call me. How can I hear what to me? The one who said, "Look, come on into her," but I left her be. Even they call, they show them. I say, "Oh, I want my sin number." They asking me, where's the gate for December? And how did the party and they all want? What last week? But please, I'm not going to come from me and my sister. You must have why in the street.
The doctor is society.
Oh, yeah, she's the one who is like a sample.
Okay. All right, doctor. All right. All right.
You see the one who see God. Let's see what boy can make it.
The doctor getting emotional. Doctor, please go rest more, yeah? You getting emotional, go rest. Cool your temper. What? So what the meaning of that word? Wait. What the meaning of that word you just you? You say baka what? Mazizi, I see you, man. I see you. I see you. Yeah. Hey, later. I see you. Mazizi, I'm for word again. You what? What's that be using here? Yeah. Not easy. Let's see if we can speak with Anna. And that's small deal. Not easy. LIB politics. Yeah, let's go a few calls, then we'll go. Let's speak with Anna. Let's go out of Liberia. Yes, you are on the air, madam.
Hello, Brother Andrew. Hello, how are you today?
Fine, fine. Thank God. And thank you for everything.
Okay, Merry Christmas.
Yeah, thank you. Wish you the same.
We just, all right, thank you. We just got in, the show almost ended before we got in. But the only thing I'm saying to you is, please, we want Master to see number to see whether we can put her on. We'll look for her outside. She's not there. We'll bring her there. So we'll be talking to her to tell her what to do before we come in for the real campaign. Because what we heard from Rachel Kuhn, Etuba, what we heard from Rachel Kuhn in Lofa, Etuba. So we want them to do something before we come in. That's all I want. Thank you so much.
Y'all want to get Man CC in your chat room?
Yes, we want Man to be part of us. So we'll send a number. I will tell the chairman here, chairman of Texas, to put Man CC in the chat room.
Okay, all right. I will get her number after the show. I'll call her and then get it, and then see as I can get it to you people.
All right.
All right, Anna.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Hello.
Good afternoon, Andrew.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, I'm calling for a popular of Wellen Island, Danity, West Point.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, some of you know what? The government, there are people that can't even take care of family. So, we have 14 of those fit. We have been talking. See, there's no only in the government that can go on a red track. There's nothing straight in the government. See, there's nothing straight. Some are well educated, not informed. As to they are either when they representative. Nothing good going on. They can't even take care of their own family before being a representative of the team there.
All right, Chief. Hello. Yeah.
What's up?
You can lower your radio or cut it off.
What's up, sir? What's up? Sorry, my boy. What's up?
Cut your radio off.
It's off. Sorry, Sam. What's up?
Hey, what you got to say? Say, Chief.
Yeah, Sabu Rasta. Sam, I'm doing the show for .4 in Zimbabwe. No, thank you. But say, let me tell you something. You see, we got great men at King's Essence. I want you from the world today to know that we got great men that God have chosen to lead King FM. Go back to the sender. Hero arrow. Go back to the sender. No, sir, I want them to be. I want you from them that I want them to know that King FM is covered by the blood of Jesus.
All right, Sabu Rasta. All right.
To describe us.
All right, Chief. Thank you so much. Let's go out of Liberia. Hello.
Andrew, how you doing?
I'm doing fine. And you?
Bless God. This is my Rebecca calling from Minnesota. Merry Christmas and a prosperous New Year.
Thank you. Wish you the same.
To you and all our family out there. You know, Sam, I'm at work sitting here and now listening to the guy that just left the first person that left the line talking about the pollution of drinking water or whatever in your factory. This claimed my attention. Our people are dying every day and they are getting sick in our country. No good hospital to determine what's happening to them. I got my children, my grandchildren, everybody in Liberia there. I got my friends and other family members. You see the stroke in that country. Nobody know. No hospital had detected where it coming from. Our young people, old people, middle-aged people, they are coming down with stroke. Young people, old people, they are dying from kidney failure. And this company in the heart of the city where the citizens lived, and they are complaining on this thing. And the health, system, the health But the ministry is over there. None of them are taking any action. Sanitation people, they are over there. I don't know what's going on in our country. Even the food that you people eating over there, the rice. We in a country where when the people come with rice and other things, the people can go and test the thing that to see whether it's something eatable for the human body. You know, but you're over there and look at what the guy is saying about the pollution in the iron factory. The same thing with the cement factory or somewhere. This thing we got to take a good look at it as a citizen. The laws maker, what are you people doing? The people that put you into power, they are crying every day. They're crying every day. They don't want anything from you people but their health, their living condition, and you cannot pay no attention to them. Then I come to tell to my people, I make a post on Facebook. I know people will come on it to insult me. I said the most hateful people in our country, Liberia. Sorry to say it. I'm from the Southeastern. My father from Grand Crew, my mom from Sano. The Southeastern people. I said we are the most hated people. When I listen to Tomo Fada and Sir Joseph then over there, even when I listen to the superintendent from Nima County, my body shook. But again, we are all Liberians. And I tell people, nobody should blame President George Manawia. He is my president. For me, that name, I can't add any form to it. Because I know God first and what He did for me that make me today and in a great country where everybody want to come. The great United States. President George Manawia, he programmed Liberian women arrest that brought me to the great United States. I came from Riverside in the sea and I'm here today. He's my president. When you are a leader, you are a leader for everybody. So why he did for Sir Joseph Tomo Fala, it was not because he don't see any other person, but they are all citizens of that country. But when you are ungrateful, God get your pay. God get your reward. Thank you for the show. And we are all ending the year. Let everyone all be positive. The police are so brutal on our people. Look here in the United States. When the police is coming to you, except you put a certain resistance, but you coming to arrest somebody, person hands up, then you hit the man in the eye. That is wrong. But you continue to do what you're doing. Every long road get an end. The president, we are saying, even the darkest night, it can't hold the day. The daylight will still come. Let everyone all remain positive. Let everyone all remain conscious. And God is going to take us through. Thank you for the show and thanks for having me.
All right.
God bless
you. Nice one. The men's line, you went off. Let's go with the women's line again. Then we take a couple from the men's line and then we out. Hello.
Hello?
Yep.
Yeah, St. Andrew?
Yes.
Yeah, Dennis, I'm recording from St. Street. St. Andrew, one thing I want to know from you, on our side. Since he left the country and since the thing happened, November 6th, I think November 6th, is he on an operation that he able to leave what he's doing to come while his people dying behind him up to start the day Yanaka?
You mean the lawmaker for District 18? Yes.
The Papi Flower man. He in hospital?
But the guy that was on the line, Jackson Pony, said they spoke with him and he will be in the country soon.
And say Andrew, that is not enough. Since November 6th, they happy. You know what happening to the people? And secondly, Jackson Pony, I beg you, my son, you have to be very careful. That police brutality, they were complaining thing inside it. The idea is me can be written. If they was United Party men, they're not going to be here like that. But they need a behind him CDC. They have been finding way how to get to him, and they had the opportunity.
But the man was not in CDC t-shirt. They were not in
But they
CDC
ask-
teachers. They didn't know that the men are CDC men.
They know.
But
through the
you
men
know
on
that
there.
you know the man to be CDC man.
Of course, I know, and they living together. They know. Until you been here, you in a country, you know what happened, you know what going on. He got to wear the t-shirt, or he got to put it to his face. But they know that why they were beating him like that. They were looking for the opportunity to get ahead. So they shouldn't give up. And to say, Joseph, Sandra, they go for get what they say, do we need to men? Do we need to men? They saw eating us. Let them see it with their eyes. They see my classes, they were listening to his my whole heart, my heart. Let them listen and let them see what's going on. That 2029, let them come stay in Korea and flesh again. Maybe some of us will leave leave Lofa to go Bay Road to go to him. He classes men to him. And there are so many. And what crime say? Some when some can you say Dodi? When you say Dodi, they were going to slap it with back. So let them see it, and with the just passes year 2, year 3, more will come. We should stand back for it. Thank you, Sir Andrew.
All right, nice weekend. I wish you. Hello.
Yeah, good evening, Sir Andrew.
Yeah.
Yeah, Peter back calling from Johnson Day. Thank you very much, my brother, for the topic. I'm coming to top 20. I want to call my Star East, brother them. They are Star East people. For Star East. What are Star East? I want to call you. You see Tomo Fala, you see Star Joseph. The people behind Waka, the Trabalesing. When you're listening to me, you're listening to me well. You're who can't again, you're listening. Therefore, on 1990, I had to go bring back. So now, y'all watch and see. 2029. Well, any Star East person see behind you, see the university, we'll go for you. We'll not drop out for you. Thank you very much.
All right. Have a nice weekend. Hello. A men's line, you went off. Let's try again. Hello.
Yes, Andrew, how you doing, man?
I'm fine, oh. And you?
Okay. Oh, we thank God. Yes, Bishop Tupi. Oh, this is my first time calling a show.
Bishop?
My attention has been drawn to...
Bishop what? You said you're Bishop what?
Tokwi, T-O-Q-I.
Oh, let's hear you, Bishop.
Yeah. My attention has been drawn to a couple of issues. I will zero it down to maybe 2. One of the two is Donald Trump's raid on the Islamic community in Nigeria. I want to bless God for Donald Trump so much for his effort to carry on around the world. And secondly, it is now time for the women organization, Council of Churches, Body of Christ, to come together. The story of Rachel Kuhn, our speaker, is not a good story. We have our children, we have our sisters, our aunties, and how can our public servants live such a life? And these things are wrong. They are very wrong. And thank God for you guys, the journalists, that continue to air these things. I heard somebody calling the station Radio Kigali. You know what he's saying? So the guys, you always mess this country up. The last time again, it was the deputy minister at the youth and sport ministry that raped a little girl. And the people saying that they say they are Radio Kigali. Oh man, we are too discouraged. The body of Christ, the council of churches, these things they are seeing anything and they're not even seeing anything about it. Why? So I just thank God for you guys. Not keep for the good work. You shouldn't be deterred, you shouldn't be discouraged. There's God that we all say we could not reward you people. Thank you so much and have a good and godly day.
Thank you so much. I wish you the same, Bishop. Thank you. Hello.
Yeah, good afternoon, Semaju.
Good afternoon.
And good afternoon to the loving people of Lofa County District 1 year school there, because those people, they are sycophant and they are ungrateful people on District 1. Semaju, my name is Mohammed Donzo Fufana Jr. I represent District 4 of Lofa County. Well, I want to talk this on the Thomas Fala Sir Joseph. These guys.
Hello? You went off, Chief. You stay there? Hello? Hello? Oh, you two went off. All right. So you all did extremely well. It's the weekend. Thank you all for being with us for full week from Monday to Friday. We are inspired always by your presence. Let me inject this. One of our loyal fans and Rita Christine Hayes' mother birthday is today. Mother's blessing. It is a greater grace when the mother is celebrating her birthday. So we'd say happy birthday. Bless God Almighty for giving so much life, energy, and above all, the milestone to commemorate her birthday, the mother of Rita Christine Hayes. Okay. So say happy birthday, madam. God bless you. Wish you many, many more years as God hovers you with his protective covering and providential care. That's the mother of Rita Christine Hayes, a follower of Kings 88.5. So we are motivated, we are spirited, we are enthusiastic, we are just strong. We endure the criticisms, the insults, the threats, and on, because we know that all of those come with the job. Once you are in the public space, you get ready for criticism, condemnation, whatever. So we take all of those things as compliments as long as we're doing what is right. The country is for everybody. We are citizens. We've got our responsibility as stakeholders, what we are doing. The other people got their responsibilities as president, vice president, pro tem, speaker, deputy speaker, legislators, judicial people, medical doctors, lawyers, military personnel. Just everybody got their responsibility, but everybody is in the space working together and everybody is open to criticism. Just as we give critique of the situation of the government, of whatever the institution or individual or the situation, they give their critique. We don't see their critique or what you would call criticisms. We don't see it as damning. No, we aren't deterred because all of these things come with the job. We are in the public space. If you don't want to be criticized, condemned, whatever, then don't get in the public space. Even in your very house with your family, you are criticized. With your community members, you are criticized. It's just the normal. When people don't call you all kinds of names, when they don't brain you, you're not making any significant strides. When people can turn their attention onto you and use anger to brain, because that venting anger, when you say, oh, the people days, Kings FM that, you are acknowledging that Kings FM is doing considerably well, that Kings FM is professional, that Kings FM is not biased, that Kings FM is not sycophantic. So you take up your time, energy, and resources to come on, and then you call. Those are what you look at to reach a conclusion that the person is significant. If the person wasn't significant, you wouldn't call and you wouldn't be giving descriptions that you think are so bad. No, it's because we are We're doing what is right. We criticize, people criticize us. The people call Jesus all kinds of names. They call Paul all kinds of names. Timotheus, Savannahs, all those people, they call them different names. They gave different descriptions to them. They say awful things about them. But did they change anything about their position or their policy or their content or whatever? No, it didn't change. They remain. They spread the message just as we're spreading the message. And the message doesn't meet everybody in good health. No. And that's what you see with people who call your this, your that. Because the message goes with power. The message is just like a razor blade. Knife isn't sharp or sharper than razor blade. Razor blade is very sharp. That's how the truth is. When you hear the expression, truth hurts, that's what it is. So I can say it this way, truth cuts. It's just like razor blade. It goes straight deep inside. The reaction you see from these people to Kings 88.5, it means the station is doing well. The station has positioned itself, and we give all credit. We thank God for the boss AB will. Since the transition, the reception is good. Yeah, people say, oh, Kings FM is on another level. Kings FM is among the elite radio stations in Liberia, and Kings FM this. Kings, I like hearing the compliments when you out and people talking. Say, oh, my man, you're doing extremely well. The station is. I met somebody, but the person within the government area, and we're just talking on the sidewalk, passing through, we just bumping accidentally. And say, my man, you're doing well. Say, people, we can listen to y'all. Say, my man, you're really keeping the government feet to the fire. There's somebody in government who was giving an honest opinion. We just met accidentally. Meaning it was not planned. We just, man, say just you just meet somebody suddenly. Oh. It's just like that. Say, oh, man, you're doing well. We can listen to you, my man. You're really putting pressure on the government. Just briefly, and the fellow was gone. He said, but you keep it up. So, my man, we ain't get time. When you're dealing with Radio Kigali, other people in see you at Radio Kigali, government officials, they see you. How they get called, how the crew people can say, bad play, your people behind the microphone, we behind all of us talking, all of us, we analyzing. Some analysis, it can mean anything to people. Because the flattery analysis, some analysis, the people won't listen. Say what? Yeah, they didn't get substance. Yeah, say my man, only let listen. The workings is. So anything you say that your business. We are concerned about expanding or widening our coverage so that the people in the counties can have access to the truth and not access to lies. They are being fed with lies, government propaganda. We need to counter government propaganda. And that takes me to the reminder. We need you. Please. You heard the guy from Magibi County. Yes. Not everybody on that side feel comfortable listening to LBS. They want to listen to other radio stations. They want to get the other side of the story. And Kings FM provides that. We need you. Stand with us. We have ours, financial and technical. We only need you to complement us. We aren't depending on you entirely. We cannot do that. No one is under obligation to take on anybody's responsibility. So we're not depending on you 100%. We have ours, both financial and technical. We are only asking you or appealing that you compliment us. I'm using the word intentionally, which means to help that which you have already seen. And our compliment is, say you're doing a one, and then the person looks at you and say, oh, but I can join you to help you complete it. So I add my effort. Compliment, you have to have. You have to be doing. When you hear the word compliment, that's what it means. When somebody must help you, you must be helping yourself. She goes to Elijah asks her, and that's life. That life principle right there. That principle can change. Since God created the world, people went to God. They asked God. At that time, it was intermediary or intercessory, meaning you have this person coming, go to God, explain, then God will give his position, then we'll go back. What you saw with Moses and the rest of the people, Moses will go to God and say, the people say this, then God will tell Moses, and Moses will give God information, say, God say this one. There was always this question asked by the very God. I'm saying this so that you know, and please believe it, that we have our own finances. We have our technical plan. We're not depending on you 100%. It would be wrong for us to do that. Given that you are our partners, we are working for you. When I say for you, all Liberians, we are working for you. So we need you. And thank you. You have been so supportive. That we must acknowledge. You have been very supportive, very receptive. Thank you. We are trying to extend our coverage. It requires finance. It's cost intensive. Let me not lie to you. It's cost intensive. So please help us. We are headed into the weekend. We leave the basket with you. Take care of the basket. Drop whatever you can inside. If you can drop the new year ahead of the new year, no problem. New Year will be on what? Thursday. Christmas and New Year fall on the same day. Am I right? New Year will be on Thursday, eh? Will be on Thursday again. Yeah, will be on Thursday. Yes. Christmas was on Thursday. New Year will be on Thursday. January 1st, 2026, or January 1, 2026 will be on Thursday. Starts Thursday. So if you're, all right, Rita, thank you. If you can drop King's FN New Year ahead of the new year, No problem. No problem. No problem. You're chucking in a basket. You're chucking Kings FM New Year in a basket. Hey there. All of you need to store the number in your phone now. Yeah, even though some people not using SendWave, but in using SendWave, you have means. Yeah, there it is 0555 885 885 0777 017 885. The local number and the foreign number. Yeah, 0555 885. People who out of Liberia. Yeah, that's what I mean, foreign. People who out, they out of Liberia, they're not here. 0555 885 885. Then the people who in Liberia, they call it mobile money. 0777 017 885. You're dropping inside. So Christmas and pass. Yeah, Christmas pass. You'll get our Christmas. Thank you. You're dropping in a basket. New Year coming. New Year going to be fresh year. I thought on this. The New Year that coming. Nobody more wish me New Year. Nobody more wish me New Year. Nobody don't call and say, oh, Happy New Year. Say, Happy 2026, or we wish 2026 will be happy. Or we wish 2026 will be good. Put it on a year. Put it on a year. So I see people, and I'm going to tell them Happy New Year. They say we wish that 2026 will be a merry one, will be a good year. And the pastors then can tell you to prophesy. Yeah. He said, prophesy to these bones. So you can prophesy in a year. Say 2026 will be this. 2026 will be that. But if you say, you look at me and say, Happy New Year. I know what lies ahead. I know what are going to be happy. But that is year. They put it on a year. I say, when I say Happy New Year, I'm just telling you why. Don't tell me Happy New Year. When you want to say Happy New Year to me, then you say Happy New Year to the basket. You drop the Happy New Year in a basket. Yeah. Yeah? So we leave in the basket with you. I saw some information. Okay. Yeah. Wait, let me find out from Israel. The information here very important. You're whisper. Even though it's time for me to go, but it's very vital. Somebody is talking about the basket. Yeah. So yeah, let's take this break. Let's go. Let's have some kind of break. Yeah. Let me find out from Israel. Quick. Yes. But let's have this break. Somebody is asking about a basket real good. Yeah. Let's take this break. Let me find out.
Joe. Rastafari. It's a redemption day.
Wagwan must struggle me.
Wagwan revolution people.
Aye.
Wagwan the blue revolution.
Aye.
You ready? CDC, you ready? Let's go. CDC come. CDC come. CDC build. CDC build. CDC ready. CDC ready. Headquarters coming. Yeah, we building a new home. Let's build. Let's build. The men they want evil, they want to get it one way. Hey, let's build. Let's build. We did it before, and we can do it again. Hey. Now watch this. We coming again. We coming again. We coming again. We will do it again. We coming again. We coming again. We coming again. CDC coming again.
Flying blueprints, breaking.
All right. Time is off. I'm already into. All right. That's it says Makula Musu Dennis. I don't know where you are, but you have to do it from that side. That side, your question, you have to do it from that side. If you want to send in the basket, we can do it from our end. You're asking for the cash app. Where you are, you can do it from that side, and then you send. Yeah. Who else again? I saw. Yeah. So we're leaving the basket with you. We're leaving the basket. That you're taking care of the basket. When we come Monday, you will report. Your report, meaning you'll get a basket back. We'll go for the weekend, then we leave it with y'all. Yeah. All right. So you do the best you can. You drop in the bus. Then that you thank you there. You're there extremely well. We're going into. We got a couple of days for 2026. 2026, leaving the known to the unknown. 2026, the government say will not be easy. So we're waiting. The government say will not be easy. They say they will spread. They will hit the opposition here and there. They've planned. They brought in their things in. They will not be easy. We say no problem. We here. So I see you, yeah? This is how the show resets for this week to return fresh on next week, Monday. Thank you ever so much. The news is on at 6, King's Newsroom. Join us for that. And then at 6:50, Isiaka Sharif and Josephine Pello Johnson are in with CDC Hour. And then the night, you know exactly what it is. The man himself, the man of the hour, the teacher of the land, the light, the journalist, the evangelist, the Anthony at Law, A.B. Will, with Face the Issues. Until then, when we are back on Monday, I'll see you. This is how we go home.
Rastafari. It's a redemption day.
Wagwan must struggle me.
Wagwan revolution, people. Wagwan the blue revolution. Y'all ready? CDC, y'all ready? Let's go. Get.